Hello friends, welcome to Communication Skills for Everyone. In this channel you are going to learn English language skills, personality development, vocabulary and all-round development. Hello friends, welcome to Communication Skills for Everyone. So today let us learn what is proposal writing. Proposals are important type of job related writing. We write proposals to get acceptance that can lead to an important operational improvements. You can say it's such as like new business, starting a new business, or maybe creating additional jobs, or maybe sometimes safer working conditions. The planning, organization, evaluating and writing skills have learned. So this proposal, writing technical proposals also an important area one needs to master in today's competitive business environment. So it is a challenge to receive new orders, to get new customers and to find new business partners. So when a company is looking for several companies to outsource a major part of its operations to, it will evaluate the potential of these companies on the basis of their proposals to the firm. So you're showcasing or displaying their appropriateness for the purpose, how far they are going to fulfill the requirements of this. And also it's proposals have very essential to get new orders and also to increase the sales of products. So that's what proposals may also include a kind of bid on contract or a business proposal to a government or authority, or sometimes it may be to another organization or another company or another institution. So that is one. So there is only one way to get anybody to do anything, and that is by making the other person want to do it. So is Dale Carnegie. So in the similar way, when we are talking about proposal, a proposal is an offer by one party to provide a product or service to another party in exchange of money. Generally it is done like a kind of sales presentation to get a kind of a reader to accept the written plan for accomplishing a task. Maybe proposals may also be written to people within an organization, or maybe sometimes outside the organization or company, sometimes maybe to the government. Otherwise, simply we can say proposals or written orders to solve a technical problem or to undertake a project of particular or theoretical nature, varied purposes with wide or sometimes maybe restricted scope. So it has diverse proposals have diverse purposes. So for example, we can say to construct parking slots or buildings or bridge highways, to sell properties, maybe such as buildings or machines or airplanes. Whenever they want to sell, it may require a kind of proposal. To survey areas for possible water resources, just to check whether water is available there or not, or otherwise to plan and construct airport baggage conveyor systems, to modernize the office procedures of a company, to train international managers for work in foreign countries, to conduct the basic research before enhancing an automobile factory in a foreign country, and to improve engineering performance within the company. So this is also an important aspect. So proposals serve to review, so just to review and improve the existing products and services to meet the increasing and complex requirements of today's highly competitive business context. So depending on it, proposals may serve as this. So importance of proposals. When we say proposals are valuable records, information in an organization or a company, they act as an index of the company's growth or progress. So successful proposals give financial or monetary benefits to the organization. So if they send a proposal and if the proposal gets a kind of financial aid to the organization, so proposals may also promote various research activities which are important for individual, organization or government sometimes. Proposals also attempts to win various contracts for the company undertaking the project. Proposal writing also develops certain favorable and useful kind of skills in the person. It also enhances the power of estimation, judgment, and discrimination in the writer. So writer gets certain skills how to drop this. So there are two different types of proposals. Sales proposals, these are also popular as business proposals. Business proposals are sent outside the company to potential clients or sometimes customers. Business proposals or duplicate one another in either structure or style. In fact, they take a kind of creative directions like successful advertisements. Maybe sometimes it is given in the advertisement. The second one is like research proposals. These are generally in academic they focus mainly on it. Professors or researchers in the institutions they work, they may submit a proposal to obtain a grant in response to a request or announcement from the government or any other agency. A research proposal may also appear in a foreign language sometimes. For example, a research proposal submitted by an academic institution in India to a multinational company in Germany may be in German. So the language is maybe the German. Whatever the research project, the basic content doesn't vary. Right? The content may be almost the same, only the medium changes. All research proposals contain same elements, right? It has a structure, so all the proposals have the same structure. So everyone has to propose. So here to be successful at acquiring the contract, maybe to get the contact, a company or organization have to present excellent reasons for that. So how they are going to implement and how they are going to complete the accomplish the work given to them. So that's what it's an important aspect to be considered. Right, this sales proposals or research proposals, the idea is to get the contract. So let us move to the structure of a proposal. So business proposals have a fixed structure, sometimes it may changes. Also this is like based on the research study and academic body, the structure is selected. The first one is preparatory parts or preliminary parts. These are like this part generally provides to the recipient an overall idea, right? Overall idea. So what the proposal about it is written, like highlights and maybe what it is going to cover. It's kind of coverage. So preliminary parts begins with title page. The title page of a proposal, like it is also similar to that of report writing. So for report writing you can watch the previous video which was uploaded before this video, so you can have a look for what is the title report writing also in that video. And most organizations generally specify the information in the title page, like they provide what information they are required to write in the title page. So first one is the title and the name of the person or company to whom the proposal is submitted, and the next one is the name of the person submitting the proposal and the date. This should be there in the title page. And next one, letter of transmittal. So this is a kind of cover letter sent with the proposal, right? Proposals generally which proposals are submitted to government organizations, or maybe sometimes it may require letter of transmittal after the title page. So why it is important? Because maybe this cover letter, right, letter of transmittal may provide a kind of brief introduction and middle and concluding paragraph. So here the topic and purpose are clearly mentioned, right? So what, why, and why they are dropping it. And the middle section maybe provides what is the proposal and what it highlights, right? This this section motivates the recipient towards the responding positively to the proposal. Maybe they can respond positive. And draft contract. This draft contract, right? This is a kind of rough draft of the contract prepared by the proposer. So when the proposal is accepted, what happens? The original or the rough draft may need changes, right? May need changes, like maybe in the terms of budget or duration how long it is going to take, and delivery schedule. So when they are going to complete the work, or when they are going to deliver the given items, right? This is everything will be in the contract, right? It is finalized and signed maybe once the proposal has been accepted. That is a draft contract. Next, table of contents. This is also like a brief. Proposal is long, then only this section is important. If the proposal is short one, we can ignore table of contents page. And sometimes maybe have a list of tables and figures. Even this also, right, it provides a kind of information to the readers to get an idea about information which can be presented through use of graphic representation, like maybe use of table or visuals, or right, visual aids you can use in that. So this is where you have to provide the information. And the last part of the preliminary parts is here we can say executive summary. So this is also even in proposals, right? So it must have an executive summary, whereas report, it has abstract. So in executive summary, maybe like it fine to gain a kind of quick review, and this kind of evaluators will initially read only this summary, right? Once they are happy, or once they are satisfactory with the executive summary, then they may go to the remaining proposal, right? Executive summary, that's why executive summary should be a concise version of the detailed proposal. So whatever you are writing in the proposal, it should reflect in your executive summary. That's what it should provide, a brief background, and it has to tell the reader the need of taking up this project, and it has to summarize, right, what is the summarize the objectives, and how they will be met, and what procedures will be adopted to complete the task, and what are the outcomes of the project. This also you have to mention it. And sometimes maybe budget figures or frequently omitted, because proposal summarizes or abstracts may receive wide distribution. So that's what you can leave it. And summary generally ends with re-emphasis of the proposal strength. That's what maybe the summary is usually between 100 words to 300 words, right? It is depending on the complexity of the proposal. If the proposal is more complex, then you may extend the pages like it up to 300 words. Or if the proposal is very short and it's simple, then maybe you can condense up to 100 words this executive summary. So that's what it is, the most important part of a proposal, right? It should give a kind of positive impact to the readers, so that once they read it, immediately they get an impression that, oh, they are going to provide a kind of thing. Let us move to next one. Here we have body of the proposal. Right, this is like the main body of a technical proposal. So it also have 5 different sections, right? 5 different sections. Let us go one by one. The first one is introduction. So introduction, so what we are supposed to add in introduction. So here we have a problem I need. So so one needs to write the problem statement clearly and specifies what it is going to investigate or discover. Right, it's providing what are the existing facilities and procedures, and so they have to explain about it. This is like next background information. So on the background information, they can talk 3 things, like one, previous work, what previous work completed. Maybe it is on homogeneous or heterogeneous projects. Maybe sometimes the projects are identical, or sometimes it is related projects, so you need to talk about. And later literature reviews. This is on, maybe it's on subject, or maybe sometimes particularly on the proposer's evaluation of it. Maybe sometimes statements. These statements also show how the proposal will build on, right? So based on the previous one, maybe how they completed any projects and their research, and it talks about. Next one, purpose. So here it talks about what is the objective or purpose of the proposal. So it should be stated clearly. It should have a kind of example, like maybe to offer the supply of 40 aircraft engines to aviation supplier corporation. Maybe this is a kind of writing a purpose. So what you are going to do with then. So this is a kind of example, maybe like to provide the required training for the newly employed graduates. So what training and what they are going to talk about it. And the next one, next part of it, scope. This part defines the boundaries of the project. So maybe if you do not mention what is the scope, then what happens? It may go lengthy and sometimes it's time consuming. So that's what you have to put certain boundaries, right? This provides and limitations. This part also provides a kind of restrictions and what you are going to restrict and what are the controls based on here. Maybe what are the available sources and what require more and all that. Based on that, you have to put certain limitations. And next one, team, your project team. Maybe sometimes some short proposals may include individuals. So how many people are going to work? And long proposals, maybe such information also must be included, right? What is the qualification and professional achievement of the person? What experience he has? What are the papers published in the relevant area? And everything has to provide under project team and personals. And next one, when it's moved to the technical section, like it talks about methods and sources. Like reader should be informed, right? Given what methods and sources they are going to use to get a kind of information and how they are going to collect the data, right? This talks about, and a brief also you can also talk about technical requirements of the reader, right? What they are expecting from this, like maybe plan of attack, like here it's a kind of methodology that would be adopted, right? So to carry out the project, maybe it's just to get it like plan of attack. It provides a kind of information about how it is going to implement. Next, it goes to the managerial procedures under this management section. So we have a sequence of activities. So this particular part provides to manage the job, right? So for example, we can say Gantt chart or milestone chart or maybe something. It provides, right, how the work is carried out or how the work is going to carry out, right? That provides us a kind of systematic approach to execute the project. Sometimes charts also show the reader so that how the bidder is adequately planned and prepared for the various activities. So whether how they are going to implement it. It provides a kind of information to the others, right? Next, equipment, facilities, products. This part also provides a kind of information like what equipment they have and what facilities they have, and additionally what facilities they require to accomplish this work or to carry out the project. So what are other additional facilities they may require and any other products they require to do this, and all that they have to provide in a detailed list. So that also required to put in the body of the proposal. Next, personal qualifications like human resources. So in this part maybe they is talking about to complete the project, so how many people may require it. So here something like whether it is to technical expertise or different personal, maybe your which type of person and what expertise you are expecting from them, or maybe that also required to mention. And in case if you are carrying out this as 2 or 3 principal coordinator and co-investigator, something like that terms, maybe the main investigator and the co-investigator. So the 2 members are carrying out one research, then it may be used like main or chief coordinator and next one co-investigator, like that one. Sometimes maybe here the company profile also can be added into this section. Next one we have a kind of budget or cost estimate. So, right, this section is very important for all proposals because this provides a kind of breakdown to all the estimated cost or budgets for the project, because it includes certain items like materials and supplies and salaries, travel and any consumable items, right? If any other require services, like everything has to mention, because in this budget section it's better if you use the tabular form, right? So if you use a tabular form or any visual aid, so it presents, right? It is a kind of customary. Just if you justify, right? This if you justify what are the budget you are allocating for each of the parts, right? Because it's may get a kind of impression that you are doing a wonderful job to complete. So budget estimation also is important tax part. And let us move to the last one, conclusion. under the body of the proposal. So where the conclusion, right, it's a final, right, it's a kind of a final chance to the provider to re-emphasize and to persuade the recipient that they have all resources, right, especially here when we're talking about a kind of material or expertise. Maybe here they have trained people to accomplish the work and enthusiasm to accomplish the project. So once they take up the project, how they are going to complete, so everything has to provide in the conclusion section, right, whatever you talked in the beginning. So the same thing. So but here one thing, no so here you should not introduce any new ideas. So whatever that you talked in previous sections, so you have to talk in the conclusion. So it should be very brief and it should be one paragraph. Don't go for more than one paragraph. So you just write one paragraph and stop writing it. The next last part of proposal, right, structure of a proposal is supplementary parts. So here we have two, like appendix and references. So appendices says, right, this is like maybe in like reports, right. We have this an optional here in proposal. It may be optional, right, optional, it's not compulsory, but still you may use certain visuals like maybe maps or graphs, and if any other things, like maybe you got some kind of letters of support, maybe somebody has given a kind of appreciation for your efficient work and something like that, right. Maybe a kind of endorsement, right. If you have any kind of awards, rewards for doing job, so that also, if you think it helps to get the contract, maybe you can also add all this under this supplementary parts like appendix, right. So it helps, whatever information you are adding in supplementary parts under appendix, so it should help to get something, right. So that's what only you use it. And the last one, references. This gives, right, this provides a kind of list of sources, maybe list of books one used to get this quote in the proposal. Maybe sometimes references are maybe kind of, if you are writing a research proposal, maybe sometimes it may require to drop a documentation. So for that you need to add a kind of proposals. And next one, style and appearance. It goes like all techniques and principles that are applicable for communication or important, and the proposals may be evaluated, right, section, maybe it's evaluated based on certain scale, and it goes on. So this is about structure of proposal. Thank you for watching. Subscribe Communication Skills for Everyone.